Marvel Rivals has been divided for the past week as the community is currently trying to figure out whether they should be upset or excited with the fact that they're allowed to go ahead and create their own original characters. Before going any further, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Nightmare. I'm a film and comic geek. I'm a avid consumer of competitive video games from League, Smite, Marvel Rivals, even Eternal Return and various others. I'll let you know I'm actually quite passionate about character creation, and I try to go ahead and use my visual communications degree to influence that. Let's kind of go ahead and see what the community's perception is on Twitter. It seems like a few aren't that happy. The hundreds of heroes exist. We don't need new ones. Not saying it's necessarily bad, but I don't think they should. LOL. Wasn't Marvel IP the biggest reason why people played the game? And now, actually, this is the thing that I want to go ahead and touch on the most. It's true. Right now, we are in a unfortunate state of the game where there are too many duelists, and frankly, even the duelists see it. There's not enough healers and there's not enough tanks. No one wants to even queue those roles, and it's not even frankly because the roles are necessarily weak, but it's because they're so stale. You're getting every patch and patch with all these beautiful skins, but at the end of the day, what's really happening is you're not getting any changes to the actual meta, except maybe a kind of upgrade or downgrade here and there. I think while the perception might ultimately be negative because you want your character that you grew up with reading to be appearing on the big screen. Like, let's be frank, the whole reason you're playing Marvel Rivals is for you to go ahead and experience the 10 to 15 minutes that you go and see a movie for them to just fight each other, right? So it sucks when the character you've been waiting for so long seems to be taking a step back, especially when you look back at a tweet that they had not too long ago. It's Marvel Rivals will never run out of characters. Marvel Rivals game director confirms their license to turn any character from the past 85 years of Marvel Comics into a playable hero. The team won't just focus on the heavy hitters, but will continue to shine on some lesser known yet equally fascinating characters. This is all fine and dandy, but this ultimately being released in July, and now we're in August getting information that they're able to create their own, really puts a bad taste in most of the people's mouths that came to play the game in the first place. After the first few seasons, anyone that came over here from Overwatch honestly went back to Overwatch, especially with their most recent patch. So, who is really playing the game? Why are we playing it? And what can we do to ultimately not be Overwatch 1? And this is something that I do want to point out, okay? Yes, we're all negative. I get it. But the underlying issue, as I just pointed out to you in Marvel Rivals, is the fact that there are too many duelists, not enough healers or tanks. So I presume with this interview, Guangguan had also stated they've already planned all future content for the next year. So if you are excited for your hero to get chosen to get put into the game, it's probably not happening anytime soon unless they had already pre-selected it. But if they've chosen, which it seems like they're alluding to, more duelists in the future, this giving them the ability to create their own original character gives them a band-aid. A fix that they can use every now and again to potentially create a character that fits the game. That makes it healthier and something that potentially moves on. And maybe that's Cope. But I'd like to believe that up until now, the Rivals devs have listened to the community. And if you're willing to go ahead and sit down with them and let them know that, hey, it's cool, just not all the time. I mean, we have characters like Luna at the moment who are in Rivals. Now, some have made the argument, I believe, there's somebody in here that makes that same argument I mentioned. Let's see. Luna Snow is from Marvel Future Fight originally, and everyone loves her. I think people need to cool down a little and put some trust in the Rivals team. While I agree with you that the Rivals team does need a little bit more faith, I do disagree that the whole reason people are playing Luna is the fact that they love her. The character has been S tier since season 0. We don't get enough content as healers. We don't get any changes. In fact, she just got a team up that makes her better. Why? I digress. But the reason that she's played more so than she's a cool character and she's original is because she's the best healer. I digress. So I want to ask you guys, should we be upset? I think we need to take it with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, it's a loss. It's a slot for a character that we could have potentially had from the comics into the game, but it does give the devs an ability to go ahead and give us a character that will fit the game as opposed to the world of the MCU. And I'm hopeful that no matter what they come up with, they can adapt it into the MCU, into something that makes sense without changing something outright. If you have any further comments, please leave one down below. If you have any further information or would love to go ahead and see more comments like this, please leave a like and a subscription, and I'll talk to you guys later.